So won't you leave me where I lay? And we can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. There's a price on my head. I've been running for 2 years. Clearly I should be dead. It's a wonder that I'm here. I hide up underneath the cloud. And when we're lying in bed, sometimes I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead, and you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the saxes. So won't you wake me where I lay? And we won't go back the way we came. But join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'm an ass, and I light things on fire. It's usually 'cause I'm hot, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired. But anytime I look into your eyes, well, I'm suddenly twice inside. Oh. I think you're full of, I think I'm full of shit. Oh, we're so full of, yeah, we're so full of. I think I'm full of, I think you're full of, I think we're full of shit. Put the guitar up a little bit. I think you're full of shit. I think I'm full of shit too. Don't see a problem with it. It's same with everyone I know. Everyone needs a blanket. And I've been watching it cheat. I've been watching it take showers. I've been watching you rain. I check in every half hour. I love it when you frank it. To watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the saxes. So won't you leave me where I lay? And we can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead, and you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the saxes. So won't you wake me where I lay, and we won't go back the way we came, but join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'm an ass, and I light things on fire. It's usually 'cause I'm hot, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired. But anytime I look into your eyes, well, I'm certainly twice the size. Oh. I think you're full of, I think I'm full of shit. I was so full of, yeah, I was so full of. I think I'm full of, I think you're full of, I think we're full of shit. Put the guitar up a little bit. I think you're full of shit. I think I'm full of shit too. Don't see a problem with it. It's same with everyone I know. Everyone needs
All right, here we are trying new stuff again today. So hopefully we are live on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. The plan is today to unbox some stuff, show you some stuff that I'm going to unbox tomorrow, and then we are going to, yeah, that's, it's not, yeah. Thank you for the no. Yeah, I'm not going to type anything. But anyway, that's helpful. Thank you for commenting on YouTube. So now I know that I can see that. Next up, I might put it up on the screen so everyone can see everything that's being chat. Anyway, long story short, we're going to unbox some stuff. Then we're going to play the new Dominion app. And then I'm going to show you why you should never bother playing the Dominion app, because Shards of Infinity is infinitely better. So let's get on with it. Plantopia. This was a Kickstarter and just came in. So let's just take a look. Super cute little card game where you are going to grow some stuff and use resources like sunlight and other things to change them into other types of plants. So it's not going to be totally like my other unboxings. It's a slightly different setup, so I can't launch stuff around, but we'll see what we can do. How is everyone today? Solo rules? Awful stickers. Why would anyone want stickers like this? Not me. All right. Other games that they put out, and then tons of cards. Let's take a look at these cards super quick. So like I said, let's get this. You're going to be putting out these base trees. Everyone's going to get a bunch. And then you're going to be sliding these other plants, after you've satisfied what they need to grow more, then you slide them up and they're worth more points the more you grow them. And then you can transform them using, other symbols on the side and turn them into other types of plants. And they've got awesome pun names and silly stuff going on. I'm sure it will be terrible. So that's that. Everyone has also a hand of weather cards, and that sort of dictates the resources that are going to be available. So you got to hope that 2 people play rain and 1 person plays sun. You're going to obviously play one of those. Quick ref cards for everyone, and then some more cards. Hello from Australia. You have them upside down. So I'm going to have to face them towards me. There we go. Sorry, this is all new setup. I see now. All right, there we go. Canadian Maple. Nice. All right. These are probably all the Kickstarter extra cards. So there's going to be no shortage of cards, that's for sure. Should have grabbed a box I can sweep this into. So more base, and once again I'm doing it wrong, more base cards. Go through these very quickly. A tree. See, look, a tree that sprouts more trees, because that's science. Buttercup, of course. Tulips. Yep, they went there. All right. This is the fun that this game is going to be. Pepper tree. Trigonometry. God damn, I love it. All right. What else? I don't want to ruin all the surprises for when I play it. I want to see all these fun things later on. So this is Plantopia. It's not going to be a super heavy game. Like I said, you're going to starting these plants out, and then you're going to try to grow them bigger and transform them into more advanced. Oh, here are the player decks that I was talking about. You're either going to say it's, sunny out or cloudy or... All right. Plantopia. Just so people know who I am, my name is Michael Walker. We have a podcast called So Very Wrong About Games that I do with my good friend Mark Bigney. So check that out. If any of this content sounds like it would be something you're interested in. Next up, I missed one. Can't have that. Check out that foil magic. So I think these are the actual weather cards. Those are some sort of bonus things. So yeah, so here are you can see on the back, mega foil. These are like player, either you're going to be the banana or the tomato or the potato. This is all from a gentleman that does like the little potato sort of cartoons. And then, like I said, you're going to decide on a weather. What's that? Oh my goodness. All right. That is going to be fun. I know it. Much like Frenemy Party and or other silly games. Next up. Dune Imperium. Yes, the puns are endless. Dune Imperium. This is something we've talked about already on the podcast. We've played a bunch of times on Tabletop Simulator. But we haven't done a full review because we didn't have a copy in. And now we have a copy. Maybe we'll play it. I do want to see what it feels like, playing with the actual pieces. This is another deck builder. This is also going to feed into the 2 games that we're playing after we do the unboxing. It's sort of like, why would you need to play this when everything you want is going to be in Shards of Infinity? I don't want to boost it up too much, but it really is a decent game. Yes, so shiny. I want to play Arboretum again so bad. I played it so many years ago, like when it first came out, and I have not played it since. So I'm sure no one's heard of this, or the movie, or the book. Dune Imperium. There's going to be much more stuff coming out for that. Actually, put that there and throw stuff in there. Dune. Giant worms. Maybe you should get that checked out. Rulebook. I was trying to find... I want to see if this is actually the same. Yes. So this tells you how the game ends in a nice little square, and that's it. I didn't find that helpful today, so I could explain to you how the game ends. The game ends when someone reaches so many victory points. So you get all the houses, and some of them have special abilities that I hope will, not hope will, they do sort of play into how they're in the book and or movies. Hopefully one day the movie will come out and we'll be able to see it, just like in the before times. The board. So it's worker placement, deck building type game. You're going to get, influence with all the different houses over here. Different worker placements to get resources and get extra cards and spice, and then a big sort of place where you do combat. And then I don't think I'm going to open up Giant Cube. I will. What the hell? Let's go over some of the art really quick, just so you can sort of see, what you're... If you haven't seen it already or you're interested, then you'll sort of see what the art is like. And the art's based on... I haven't seen much of the movie clips, but there's definitely a Batista type character in here. So the art must be based on, stuff from the movie, or roughly based on movie art. Yes, I miss in-person gaming as well. One day, I know we'll be able to do it again. That will be finally fun. All right, so here we go. Dune Imperium. Same sort of thing. You get resources on the bottom to buy more cards. These are all the different... These are definitely the starting player decks. Because you can see there's multiples of every card. So let's go a little bit deeper and get some of the decent or more interesting art. Yeah, this is actually turning out better than I thought. Is the resolution okay and everything? Let me know what, and the lighting seems to be fine on my screen anyway. So I hope it's coming halfway clear on yours. Yeah, there is an upgrade kit for this as well. That seems very interesting, but definitely don't go for a bundle deal. Make sure you get this and try it before you get the deluxe components, because... So yeah, so there's battle cards. So every turn you're going to turn up a battle card, and it'll tell you, this is not those. Every turn you're going to turn up a battle card, and it'll tell you, what's on the line for that particular season. I'm not sure what those were. I'll have to remember. Anyway, more cards. It's a deck builder with lots of cards. Imagine. So cubes, you're going to lots of cards and place on the board, give you influence, and you bring them to your base, and then you either put them out into the field to fight for that round or not, because you want to, because like I said, it'll show you what the reward is, and there are spaces that will give you more actions, and spaces... This is spice, more bags, giant. Then here are the character cards. So everyone's gonna have their own special ability, which is kind of interesting. Like I said, definitely a Batista character. So there you go. I don't know what else I can say. Oh, I guess we can, I don't know. Like I said, these are just showing rewards for the different rounds of combat. I don't think there's much very interesting in here. Combat. Oh, intrigue. There's a whole intrigue deck because, what makes a game better than gotcha cards, right? Very uninteresting. Like I said, there we go. There's, what's going to, whoever has the most combat, second most, will get said rewards. That is Dune Imperium. Now for the game that I'm sure everyone is here for in the first place. It's going to be Reiner Knizia's next big game. Witchstone. And I've read the rules, and I think it's going to be amazing. Don't want to hype it up too much. I'm going to play it later today. Things that I'm going to be unboxing tomorrow will be Merchant's Cove. So pop in if you want unboxings. We got Merchant's Cove, Naga Parbat. It's a very interesting small box, quick to play game. It says it plays in only 30 minutes. I can believe that. And then one that I'm very interested in we have here is Let's Make a Bus Route the Dice Game. Fortunately, this is not for those who are on a lot on Twitch. It's not one of those everyone can play type things. Unfortunately, it looks as though, I haven't looked too deeply into the rules, but it looks as though it's only a 2-player game and not unlimited. All right. Witchstone. Don't flip them. Don't flip. I'll flip whatever I want to flip. And that's a lot of cards I have to go through later. Toss them all into one box. Plantopia versus Dune. Because that's that I read actually did. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Oh, I had this all set up. Unfortunate. That's okay though. I will do it. There's Dune. Now I'm doing Witchstone. There we go. All right. Witchstone, Reiner Knizia. If for those people who have played Bonfire, you will see a little bit of stuff that's sort of the same. And reading the rules, it does seem it's a little like, I don't want to say dice building, because that's going to throw a lot of people off. But building those types of combos where you're going to, take an action and it will give you something over on this part of the map, which will do something over on this part of the map, and they'll like chain off, and you'll start hitting all these combos, much like, the clever games have been recently. So the rulebook is much like the online one. I haven't seen, several language rulebook in quite a while, but that's what they've done. So there's like 6 different languages. Don't be off put by the fact that it's so thick. It is really only a few pages long for that particular language. But much like Reiner Knizia, he doesn't need a lot of rules because you do 2 actions. Player aids. There's a little bit of hidden information, which are these tiles that you see out here on the board here. So everyone gets their own color and little shield. And then you get your cauldron. So you have your cauldron and you have your pile of action tokens. And you're going to be playing 11 of these throughout the game. So this game's going to last 11 turns. When it's your turn, you're going to choose from your hand of 5, and you're going to place this on your cauldron. And then you're going to take the 2 associated actions, and then they're going to combo up with the graphics that are already on the cauldron, plus tiles that you've already placed. So in this case, I'm going to get 2 gem actions and a scroll action. And then in a later turn, I would place another token like this. and I would get 3 gems and 2 pentagram actions. So that is roughly how that's going to work. Like I said, I need to play this later today, so I can't have the pieces everywhere. So, and this is every player gets their own cauldron. It's not as though everyone's placing on the same cauldron. You get to make your own group of combos. So I'm just going to put this over here for now. All right, so punch boards, lots of actions. Then let's get the main board out, because that's one part of the game is the cauldron. Then there is another action is going to make you go around this track here, which is going to give you more hexes and more actions. There is your cauldron is going to start with gems on it. So they're going to be blocking spaces. So another action is moving those crystals off to the edge, and you get to move them depending on where you bring them off the board, gives you more actions, and it lets you bring them over to, you know, the bookcase here, and you put the gems on here, which also combos more actions. And then there's a whole middle scrying glass, or what they call it. So here, the gem action I was talking about, you're going to be making links here, which will give you tokens, which will give you more actions as well. And then the scroll action lets you, you know, choose off of this, you know, book of spells, which will give you more things to do. Very much looking forward to this. And then on the big crystal ball, place these witches. And like I said, everyone has their own color of crystals to join and crystals to go on their cauldron. And there's a special black crystal that goes in the middle of your cauldron because it's the hardest to yes, so glad we're finally getting a big box from Reiner Knizia. It's been a while. This is why I'm excited. This is, although, you know, this is, and also that is, it's a sort of a joint. I don't want to give all the credit to Reiner Knizia because this is a joint design. So he has designed it with someone else. He came to him with the cauldron idea, and they developed that out from there. So these are the cards that are all the different scroll actions you can take. I'll see if I can open this up quick. Man, I've lost stuff. This is what happens when you're in such a limited space. Didn't want to get another table. I wanted to try it in this layout. Yeah, it looks like it might take up a lot of player space. It looks like, now that I've seen the board in real life, it seems a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but I like the fact that it's chunkier than... So yes, I think that's all of these are just all the different spells and prophecies that you can get, and they just, like I said, combo off more actions, end of 11 turns. Whoever has the most victory points wins. Looks like it's not a terrible insert. More than likely I will be throwing it away, because that very seldom are the inserts useful. Are there any questions so far? That is the end of the unboxings. Are there any questions on that before we go off to playing? We're going to play Dominion first, and then we're going to play a good game. Let's bring this up. Yes, you get to play Simon with the colors, and that's whoever the first player is. So, for whatever reason, they decided to upgrade the Dominion app, maybe because it played so slow. And that is one thing they definitely fixed, and maybe a bit too much. All right, let me just check everything here. Make sure everything is still working. Everything looks good. Yes, everyone can hear me. Everything's working on this one. Yes, maybe I can show you. I'll be a little embarrassed, but that's okay because I mostly just click quickly through them because there's some cards I hadn't seen, and I wanted to know. No, Mike, that's not how that works. You actually have to open the game. You don't get to click on the streaming screen. And all right, so here we go. Let's see. Nope, there was a way. There we go. Stats. There we go. 10-0. So good, right? But that has been a lot of what people have been saying is that the AI is very solid. So people can hear me in this screen, right? Because I'm streaming. Oh, good. All right. Here we go. I'll show you Dominion versus the AI. Good for people who really like Dominion. Looks like they've already, committed themselves to putting all the expansions in. And right now you can play Intrigue and Hinterlands. Let's just cut that back to these two. I think we'll just play through a quick couple of games. So see, as you can see right there, you can barely see, and that's on normal, and there is no slow. Maybe they'll put in a slow because a lot of people complaining you cannot even see what the AI is doing. So it's not too bad. You just right click to see all the different cards. Over here it tells you how many actions, how many buys, and how much money you have. And the other bad part that people and I have complained about, at the end of the game, it just tells you your score. It doesn't break down how you got your score or how the AI got their score or how many curses you had or how many they had. It doesn't tell you any information. It just says, here's your score. You lost. Have a nice day. All right. So it's not too bad. You can click a button. It plays all your cards. It'll highlight the stuff that you can buy. If anyone doesn't know what like how this game plays or what a deck builder is, it's roughly you get a basic set of cards. In this particular game, it's cards that you can buy with and some victory points right off the beginning to sort of bog your deck down. And then you play your cards. You always start with one buy, one action. And then you're going to buy cards that will improve those things. Something like the Mining Village, where it lets you draw a card and gives you 2 more actions. And then you can trash this card, which means out of the game for 2 more gold. And I think that's what we're going to buy. Although, should we go since we have 5? No! That's not what I wanted. So we just bought worth 1 point for every duchy that we have. So apparently, that was a terrible purchase off the beginning. It's a bad start to put that in your deck so early off the beginning, but that's okay. Cough. Play those treasure. Chapel is trash up to 4 cards from your hand. So maybe we'll even put that in and we'll get rid of that guy off the beginning and we'll pretend that turn didn't count. And maybe we'll get rid of some of these estates. We'll see. Masquerade is an interesting card. Back in the day, someone liked to, oh yes, you're right, there was an undo button, but that's okay. I don't think we can go back too far. Can we? Can we all go all the way? We can look at that. We can go all the way back. Look at that. Thanks for the help. All right, play these treasures. We'll get the Mining Village like we wanted, and then we'll go. See, as you can see, you can start clicking on stuff while the AI is taking their turn. So that's there is an action history over here under log. Someone was talking about it the other day. Not sure. Where it is though. There is a log apparently. Do you have to click in here to get to it? Yeah, log. So you can go in here and you can read what the AI did. Helpful. So that's something anyway. 2 cards. Grab a chapel. So it played out roughly the same way, except we got the card that we wanted. And see, like I said, you can start clicking on stuff even though it's not our turn. Trash up to 4 cards. So yeah, so let's get rid of these estates off the beginning. Since we got the chapel so early, and we'll get rid of a single copper. Like I said, I'm by far not a Dominion pro. Play treasures. We only have enough for 1. We're not going to buy another copper, so we'll just end that. And then you can see I can already click on what I want to play at the start. And so it comes out. So you can sort of pre-prep for a turn, so you can zip through games very quickly. And yeah, we don't want to destroy our mining village off the beginning. Play all our things, and we'll try to get a combo going with multiple moneylender. You may trash a copper from your hand for $3. Might be good in a bit. Card in action. Okay, no. Mining village, by far the best so far. The Steward, I played with a bit. He's pretty interesting. Choose one. You can either 2 cards or 2 money or trash 2 cards from your hand. He's pretty handy. What else? We have the Patrol, plus 3 cards. Reveal the top 4, put them back in any order. And then the Conspirator, I wasn't too sure. Like, once you get a combo going, I guess. So since we don't have a card that is money, well, unless you trash it, we'll get some more mining villages, and then we will start working on some conspirators. Look at that. See, look, he's already got like 2 silver in his hand. Maybe there's just like a strategy that, I am unaware of. No, let's not do any of that. Let's not kill any copper. Let's buy a silver now. See, and this is what you start to get into, right? Where you start, pulling multiples of these mining villages, and then they'll start triggering off themselves, and you'll get more and more. And then once we get, to a certain, it's one of those games where you have to balance and do a shift. I'm building my deck, and now I'm turning into a victory point generation machine, right? So we're not going to burn these yet until later. Play those. Let's get 1 conspirator. Did I just pass him? Undo. Sometimes. Let's pass him a copper. Yeah, here, have a mining village. I don't need it. All right, do we want to trash? Sure, let's get rid of this and one of these. But then that will only give us 3 money. I am very excited. Let's see what. Oh, I gotta. Oh my goodness. Yes, the market is randomized each game depending on what expansions that you highlighted at the beginning. Good morning, good morning. And yes, so I am eager to show you Shards of Infinity. If you like Dominion, so we can put the Conspirator out and it does nothing because we've had to have played 3 actions or more already this turn. So he's not going to do anything now until we get some more mining villages in our hand. What? See, this is what I don't understand. Why do I... 3, 4, 5. It's given us the... Oh, geez. Look at that. No, see, I misread it. You get the $2 no matter what. Conspirator is amazing. All right. I thought the money part of it was part of the bottom, but no, it's just 2 money straight up. So I am an idiot. Chapel. Yes, let's get rid of this other estate. I'm tired of it. And a copper. That'll give us 2. 3 we can't do anything with anyway. Oh, 3 will give us a silver. So like I said, you can pre-click, so they automatically go out. And then this will give us our 3rd action. But only when it's played. It was only 2 at the time. All right. All right, now we've got 6, 7. Time to get a gold. What do you think? I think we're already trashing copper with our chapel. Let's get a gold. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it itself, because we're multiple streaming, the delay is a little bit longer. So unfortunately, eight. Think we go for it. Take our first duchy. So these are the victory points. But like I said, they start bogging your hand down. I just did it again. Walker, look what you're doing. This is going to give us 5. We'll trash 1. And then we'll have enough to buy another gold. Really? Don't judge me. All right, mining villages. See, here we go. Here's the combos. So we can probably start burning, I think. So the game's going to end when 2 of these go down to 0, or we run out of province cards, which is rather going to be sooner rather than later. See? And the game is done. 39 to 12, doubling the points. And then, like I said, it doesn't break down any of the points, so I don't know. And like we talked about earlier, quick rematch, and it already has, given you a whole new set of cards, and off you go again. So let's go to a different game. What happened to my... There we go. Shards of Infinity. So this is yet another deck builder, but it does a lot of things that these other deck builders do not do, and it just does them all better. Let's just play a 2-player. So right off the hop, you can play up to 4 players, and has player interaction, so you're attacking other players. It has a strong feel of Star Realms in how some of the mechanisms work. So you pick your leader card. It doesn't have much. They're all the same. And then you have a tableau of cards you can choose from. Or it's just the AI is taking his turn. Once he's done, we'll go over some stuff here. So, no, I don't want to skip my turn. So these are just like coins, the crystals, battle cards, and this, I'm glad we got this off the beginning, this is the end of the game card. So during the game, we're going to be getting these infinity stones. And there's a couple of these cards that you can see. Are there any up here? This one helps you gain, these two help you gain the infinity stones, and there's cards like this that will give you abilities. Is my audio working on this screen as well? Just double checking. That will give you bonuses depending on how many infinity stones you have at the time. So much like the other game, it has a play all, and it will track your combat and your money. And then you purchase cards from up here. Now, the other thing that this does very well, it has 4 different sort of houses that you can buy from: Wraiths, Order, Undergrowth, and Robots. And it gives you benefits if you sort of focus on just one or a couple. And the very interesting thing that Infinity Shards does, that say if there's cards that you don't want, you can see that there's these mercenary cards up here. And what you can do with mercenary cards is that you can buy them as a one-time. They cost the same, but you use them one time and they won't bog your deck down. So very helpful, very interesting. So this is the ability of our leader, is to spend a crystal to gain a focus. And you can do this every turn. And then you can put up champions. This is just his main champion that we're going to attack, but you can put up other champions. None are up here at the moment, but you can either choose to damage them anytime during your turn. It's had a digital version for a while. I didn't realize it myself till a few days ago, and then when I saw it, it was like I saw the Dominion come up, the Dominion app come up, and it was like, yes, here we go, Dominion all over again. I wish it, Infinity Shards had an app, and then I was like, oh my god. And it works out very well. So anyway, damage, and then it says I have unspent crystals because it helps that. All right, let us go for ally cards. Order cards, I should say. So we'll take him, and then, like I said, you can fast play it, and then you'll get the benefit, and then be discarded, or we can recruit him into our deck. We will recruit, and then now that it's recruited, you cannot do the fast ability anymore. And then we have 3 damage, and if it was multiple players, we could divide that up however we wanted, and you can attack the enemy heroes anytime during your turn. But attacking other players just happens at the end. Looks like he decided to go for order as well. That's super helpful. No problem though. 5. See, this is where you get into trouble, right? Because this guy costs 5. Then we won't be able to get our shard for the turn. But this has an extra ability, so when you get attacked, you can show that you have the shield, and then you can not take damage. And he lets you draw more cards. So we'll take that and end our turn. So any questions so far? I'm not sure if I gave a great... So there's 2 ways to win. You can bring the opponent down to 0 health. Well, in both cases, you're bringing him to 0 health. The other way, like I said, you can get to 30 infinity shards, and then you draw that shard card, and you do infinite damage. And there are plenty of expansions out for this game as well. So I think now we're going to have to decide on whether or not we're going to do a secondary color. I think we will do green. And we have 5. We'll take both cards and once again not get an infinity shard because I'm not good at this game. There's a robot card finally. So like you can see here at the bottom of the infinity shard card, once you get to 30 shards and you play this card, then it is the I win card at that point. So it's a race to 30 or a race to destroy them. Three, we see we have no green and we have no blues that we can afford. So like I said, this is where it comes in handy where, you know, this will give us 5 damage, but we don't want to bog up our deck. So we just click it and we just fast play it. It gives us the extra damage and off it goes. And we can focus again this turn. And damage and end our turn. It'll tell us he has no heroes out yet. So just hit him. In fact, I haven't seen many heroes come up on the display at all. For this, we will take the Hermit. Or they give us an extra shard. And when we get to 10, they will heal us. Recruit, please. And it's perfect. It leaves us a shard so we can focus. There are some blue cards, like the one they played here, or Initiate, and the one they just bought. So I can't show you which. The strategy there is to have cards of all colors. You get huge bonuses if you can either show you have them in your hand or have already played them that turn. Recruit 6 or less. That is super good. We'll take that and have 1 left to focus. And can we get a hero sometime? So we can show you how that works. So can we go back? All right, so they had a hero, so we can decide whether we want to attack their hero. So this means every turn they keep him out until we kill him. Every turn they can exhaust it, tap it, TM, and get 3 combat points. So we probably want to get rid of that now, since we have 4 attack. And we could have decided not to attack it and just take off main hit points. And there are some abilities that say, you know, you can't affect the heroes, or you can only attack heroes, stuff like that. Very interesting combinations. Just an all-round, I think, more interesting game than Dominion. Once again, the middle has robbed us of the colors that we want, nor do we have any mercenaries that we can afford. You know what? I'm not going to put cards in my deck that will... So I'm just going to waste the crystals. Yep, not sure if that is a smart move, but it is a move. Hello, Jose. I think I'm going to need to figure out a way to put the chat on the screen, because I don't think that people can see the chat from the other service. So maybe I will work on that next. So that let me recruit any card for 6 or less. Then once we get to 15 shards, then it goes right into my hand instead of my discard pile. And then another Portal Monk. At this point, that's the only thing, although I can get a one-time 4 extra. Yeah, and he has a guy that is 4 health. Let's do that. Why not? Combo this up. Fast play it. Get the combat we need to... Why is it not? What am I passing? Oh, because I'm at 10, I can banish it. Oh, I see. I got a bottom. Didn't realize I was at 10 shards already. Okay, you may banish up to 2 cards from your hand and or discard pile. So discard pile. Let's get rid of the blaster. And we'll get rid of a crystal. Banish. And then we will blow up the robot. And we will be done. So I think that was a all-round better plan. Because trashing cards is good. Yeah, so this is on Steam. Why didn't you guys warn me that they were getting shards so quickly? Yeah, so apparently the AI was collecting shards at a very fast rate. I have 11 and they have 30. I've never seen that before. That was very fast. I'm not sure if the Android version is good. I've only played it on the PC, on Steam. So that I do not know. That went so quickly, I have time to play another. So hopefully you'll stick around and we'll play Infinity Shards once more. Maybe we will choose different houses this time. Looks like there are... favorite ones I've been playing so far, I think Lords of Waterdeep, even though it's not a fantastic game, the implementation is really good, so you can get through a game very quickly, and I don't mind it terribly. I would never play it in person. And Scythe, I played on here as well. Root is very good. All right. For this time, I'm going to keep an eye on the shards that the computer plays. And we didn't even get a single hero out last game either. So I didn't even get to show you. So if they have a health, then they go down here in our hero section, which was vacant for the whole game, and they get to do abilities. Anyway, long story short, we will choose that and have enough left to focus and for 1 damage and be done with it. Maybe I should have played there, but anyway. I didn't even notice his card. What? I wonder. Maybe he picked up the same. Don't know. Moving on. That's in the past. Now we are playing exactly 5. Yes. Yes. Recruit. We'll try to go all purple all the time. Take that, AI 1. Oh, 7. It's not fair. All right. We will go purple and robots. We'll do exactly opposite what we had last time. We'll finally have a champion. And we'll do our 1 point of damage and move to the next turn. Cannot believe that at both times the AI have chose the same houses that I did. But anyway, that's all right. 8 points of damage to you. I've unspent. I'm not going to buy a 1 point. No, not bogging my deck down with green cards. Yeah, it wasn't amazing. And it was like the build up, and then click, everyone dies. It was so good. I was very happy when I first heard it. All right. Any interesting? Yes, we will take you, even though we should have taken that, but that's all right. Oh, such a good robot. All right, focus. No damage this turn. That's okay. Unspent. No. Keep trying to sell me that terrible green card. It's not going to happen. All right, 3-3. Watching it this time. Extra combat every round. All right, let's do it. If I had one more. All right, I'll have 2 heroes to put in this round. So here we go. And then, like I said, now they're down in our hero area. And now there's a new button. We can exhaust the champions, and it gets their exhaust ability, which is going to be +4 combat, which is not terrible. And we have a focus left to go up to 4. So we keep in tune. We have nothing left, but we can do 9 points of damage, bringing him down to 28. More robots. Oh, did I once again forget to change the thing? I apologize. I see I had all that ready as well, but maybe I really should have a small script up here to remind me to, because I did have everything ready. Let me change that really quick. I apologize about that. No, we already unboxed everything. Unfortunately, I did show I have Merchant's Cove and Make a Bus Route the dice game and Nega Parbat, which I'm going to unbox tomorrow. So come back tomorrow if unboxing is your thing. We will be doing that. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the time when I am up and available. Nights are not my thing. All right. So where did we leave off? Focusing for 1. Doing our 2 points of damage. They have a hero out with 5 health. Not able to affect that. So we've already played the Dominion app. They re-released a computer version of Dominion. I'm trying to show people a little more up-to-date sort of deck building game, which I think brings more to the table, and hopefully people might try this out and enjoy it, because I certainly enjoy it a lot more than Dominion. So 3. 5 more power. He's really crushing us. See, look, we're down to 18. I never said I was good at this game. I said the game is good. Doesn't mean that I'm good. Just saying. If I put this into my deck, will I actually get a chance to play it? So why don't we fast play it, focus, hit him for 14. He has 2 heroes out. Yeah. Yeah, see, yeah, he took wraiths as well and bought all my cards. He's just a bully. All right, I'll go through it one more time. So you play out your cards, much like Dominion, and you have crystal cards that give you a resource. These crystals here, and this top part is sort of like the pool of cards you can buy from every turn, and the cost is in the top right. And there's 4 different houses: Undergrowth, Homunculus, which are robots, Wraiths, and Order. And they all sort of key off each other in some way sometimes. And so you can purchase cards. They usually go right into your discard pile unless they say otherwise, and you can draw them again later. Or they have some mercenary cards up here, and you can either, there's none up there at the moment, but I have one in my hand here. So if it has this red outline, you can either purchase it and do a fast effect, which means you get all of the benefits from it, but it goes right into the discard pile and doesn't bog your deck down. Or you can recruit it and it'll go into your deck as usual. So there are normal cards like this, and there are also hero cards which go down into your bottom area here, which you can tap every turn to get an ability, but they can be attacked as well. And it's much like Star Realms, where you generate all of your money and all of your combat, and you can use it however you like. We have 9 health left. They have 35 health left. You are collecting infinity shards, and some of the cards, like this one, will key off how many infinity shards you have. Your card that you get at the beginning has an ability here, which is spend a crystal to get a shard every turn, and then there are other cards that will get you shards as well. Hopefully that was a halfway quick recap for the last turn, as I get crushified, because he is definitely going to generate 9 combat. He cannot even target this person to waste some on. Oh, good so far. Only got 2. Oh. All right. We get another turn. Well, yes, I want this one. At least we're going to go out with a bang. 2 whole dollars. Well, we'll get a focus and call that the end. Hit him for 13. At least we got him down to 25 before. Oh, this looks good so far. It's got nothing but money. Look at that. Another turn. Can't believe I'm holding on. Exhaust our champions. Oh, we're starting to do damage now. We can just... It's too bad these guys weren't mercenaries. Totally heal up. How about we... Oh, one more. All right. champion. Yes, we destroy him because we went through 2 turns where he didn't generate a lot of combat, so maybe we'll get lucky again. Somehow we lasted another turn. That is one thing I don't see here. There don't see an undo button like there is in... there's a log. Oh yeah, that's kind of interesting. No undo though. Oh wait, if you go back in the log, is there something you can click? Oh, you can click. I don't want to click. Settings, rules, settings. Play with this later. Resume. Return a card to our hand. Oh, so much damage. Come on, we can do this. I know it. Fast play this. Get up to 23. All right. Don't want to get excited here. He could have a card like this in his hand, which will protect him. But let's find out. Focus one more time. Damage. 22. Look at that. Pulled it out. Can't believe it. So low on health for so many turns. All right. Let's go back to a screen. Actually, wait. Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's fine. That's just what I see. It's not what you guys see. All right. All right. So, thank you for watching. Like I said, I should be back tomorrow. More than likely, because I want to get those games open so I can start reading the rules and figuring out how to play. So I'll probably do a quick unboxing tomorrow and maybe play Root. We'll see. I don't want to just do unboxings. I'll just wait a couple seconds, see if there's any more questions. Like I said, this is So Very Wrong About Games. We have a podcast that comes out every week. Check that out if you like. We are on here for sure not for sure, but practically every Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern for playing a game. And then I pop on randomly like this to do... This is the first time I've done an unboxing, but I usually play some sort of solo or online game. I am going to start doing sort of like a board game arena with actual people. But we'll see. Let's do what they call a raid. Let me quickly see who else is on, but someone said that there wasn't anyone else on, but let's see. I am the only one on the board gaming channel. So I guess that's that. See you next time. Peace!
Coming round again. You want a dose of this right now? It's KDA. I'm a goddess with a blade.